What's up, everybody? Tyler Brown here with FutureDDS.
Terrell Friday here with FutureDDS.
Today, we're going to talk about having a job while in dental school.
Let's go. Okay, so for anyone who's new to the channel, Tyler and myself put these videos out to help pre-dents get into school, as well as show a little bit of our experience going through dental school. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit pause, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you know whenever we post up new content.
All right, y'all. So there's always a question in dental school. Can I do more? Is the loan money that I'm provided or the allowance I'm getting, whatever it may be, is that enough for me to live on? Is it okay for me to work another job? So today we're going to talk about our experiences with the subject and give you all our opinions on if we think it's a good idea or not.
Okay, so first, I want to say you're in dental school to be in dental school. That's your first and ultimate priority. And anything extra that you pick up, whether it's a side project like we do FutureDDS, whether it's a job, that both of us have picked up in the meantime, whatever it is that's extracurricular is just that extracurricular, secondary to the ultimate goal of becoming a great dentist. On that note, we're actually going to talk about the jobs that we did pick up while we were in dental school. So my experience is a little bit different. I've actually had the job that I'm working. I work at Delta. I've had that job for 5 years now. So I actually had it going when I graduated undergrad, going through my master's program, and now going through dental school. So it's a little bit different for me. I'd say I knew exactly what the job entailed, and that's one of the more important parts of actually having a job in dental school. Once you know exactly what the job is going to require of you in that regards of time, actual, being active at the job, if you'll have any free time or downtime at the job where you can study, do these little things, that plays into account of if a job is actually viable for you, because it is a big sacrifice to have one. It's a time commitment. For me, I work in a whole different state, so it's a hassle sometimes, but then again, the benefits of the job do actually, allow me to go around, see my family, see friends, and travel during some downtime. So the benefits to me, I feel, outweigh, I guess the drawbacks or the downside of having that job.
Personally, I also worked a job when I was in undergrad. I was like a server. I used to serve tables at like a couple of different restaurants. And initially, I did want to continue to do that in dental school. In fact, some of our classmates also do that. But realistically, I was nervous. I was like, you know what? I don't want to have any excuse of why I don't do what I need to while I'm in dental school. So I chose not to do so. And throughout those first 2 years, it was hard. It was hard. Funds were low.
Yeah.
But I said that once I made it to my third year, I would try to pick up something that's passive. And so right now, I'm actually, technically because we're roommates, I guess we're both technically dog sitters.
Yeah.
So people like bring their dog to my house. I'll meet the dog and say, hey, what's up? And the dog will stay at our house for like 4 days. And it's extremely passive. And also it's pretty cool just having like a little like happy dog just running around your crib. It kind of like we use it as a stress relief while we're getting paid. So
luckily for me, there is a good amount of downtime that I get. So I'm able to study for the exams. I was able to study for boards. I'm able to work on side projects, write scripts during downtime, while still being able to take care of my responsibilities at work, handling flights and passengers and all that. So, it's definitely a give and take. You have to obviously understand what you want and what you want to do. For me, I prefer to, have a little bit of extra side money so I can work on these projects, so I can have a little stash cash, for loans, so I don't have to take out as many loans or use as much loan money, send money back home. There's just different little things that I want to do with it. And of course, planning the end of the year trip to travel. So when I actually do get some downtime, the downtime is a thing of itself instead of, 2 hours here with friends, or go out this weekend and blow, $60, $70 on whatever, food and drinks or whatever. So, there's a positive side to it, having the extra responsibility, and your time is actually taken up, so you don't have time to just, not do as much. You actually have to make the most of every minute that you have throughout the week, and obviously on the weekends.
Right. And so that's very true, active money versus passive money. Because at one point I was a dog walker, And I mean, that was okay, but at the same time, it gets super cold in Boston, one. I would have to go out to the person's house, grab the dog, start the walk, and it might be an hour walk, freeze for an hour, then go all the way back home. So it really take me 2 hours, but I was only getting paid as if one, and then of course taxes and everything. So it almost just wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
But now that the dogs just come over and it's extremely passive, granted I have to take the dogs out for 3 times a day or whatever it may be. I'm happy to do that, so.
You can study in the meantime.
Exactly, I can study in the meantime, I can do whatever I want. I mean, I can even go to clinic. I can go to clinic, come back, let the dog out. And a lot of our classmates actually have dogs that they take care of that are actually their pets. So, I've heard them talking about, I have to go out and take my dog. So I was kind of familiar with the whole process. And, I just think it needs to be worth it, I think Terrell, you get extra benefits from working your job. I don't necessarily think that if it's a job where you're making minimum wage, that you should invest that time. I just don't think it's worth it. But if you are able to do something extremely passive, or if you want to, start your own platform and make money that way,
start your own business,
something like that. I think your hours will be used a lot more efficiently going about it that way than just going to work for somebody else for minimum wage.
So all right, y'all, that's our take on having a job in dental school. Quick tips, just if you're gonna do it, make sure you establish your dental career at school first. Make sure you're settled in with your classes. Make sure you're settled in with lab work and your professors know you and everything. And get that established before you decide to try to pick up a job or actively search for a job and try to make extra money. As well as get something that's either something you're passionate about and something that's going to be beneficial to you in the back end. And of course, if it can be passive, that's always a plus. So you can do a whole bunch of other stuff in the meantime. But that's going to wrap it up for the video. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys have any questions about our experience working, any more questions about just dental school in general, just make sure to hit down to the comments, put it there, or you can head over to _FutureDDS on Instagram, send us a DM there. We'll be sure to get back to you as soon as we can. But it's going to wrap it up.
That's it.
All right, y'all. See y'all next week. Thank you.